So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson now throwing again. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running, it's Drake. And some good tackling. As he's stopped up at about the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Let's put him on the plushie. X3, 218.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fitzpatrick again. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown, Pat.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. This is taken to the 13.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fitzpatrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the right side open is Gesicki. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one, as that drive ends in 3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. That's fielded in the end zone. Look at the spin. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Get ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
He's going to go. Albert Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 61 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And on that one, and now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live for the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pretty move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the... He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play.
We got this.
I guess that answers the question of what... Whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10, but it'll be 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running to the shotgun with Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection. Time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Steps away. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, someone color.
Now Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's second down. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top. If the season ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. You give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now. The Raiders, no, I don't give them that type of a shot. I think they're a year ahead of schedule with the season that they're having. The Colts, I do give them a shot. Okay, Jacoby Brissett, if he can get hot down the stretch and they get Marlon Mack back running the football, I think they can have an impact. In Cleveland, no, I don't give them any shot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fitzpatrick now, and he finds Stills, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Twisting away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 2nd and 3. It's the Seahawks with the possession. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. 80 weapons.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Drake. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, Fitzpatrick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
6-6, pull it high. We own them.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rolling to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now it looks like he'll throw here on the move to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd and 15 now. Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30. The 20, 10, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.